Boom! What's going on, everyone? This is Steve Larsen. Welcome back to Sales Funnel Radio. This is our fourth and final installment of the little mini series I've been doing around one of my favorite speeches at OfferMind. Today, I want to teach you guys what a funnel is. I've spent the last 4 years learning from the most brilliant marketers today. And now I've left my 9-to-5 to take the plunge and build my $1 million business. The real question is, how will I do it without VC funding or debt, completely from scratch? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my online business using only today's best internet sales funnels. My name is Steve Larsen, and welcome to Sales Funnel Radio. Guys, I'm very excited by today's episode. And the reason is because most people can't describe what a funnel is. Now, if you have been on this is Sales Funnel Radio, right? And you would think that I've done this episode earlier on a show called Sales Funnel Radio. But this show has largely been an audience full of people who come from the ClickFunnels world. So you all know what a funnel is as far as it is concerned on the pages and such and the internet. But I want to teach you guys a second way to think about what a funnel really is. I was actually, one of my clients right now, we're actually, anyway, I don't know if I'm allowed to say more. One of my clients right now, they are extremely successful. They make multi-six figures a month, and there's no sign of stopping, right? They're very successful. And I'm on my longboard again. What's up? Yeah. A land yacht growing up. I like this one more though. But anyway, so it's multi-six figure a month in revenue, and that's what they make, and it's awesome. There's no sign of them slowing down. They make a lot of cash. It's super cool. And they came to me and they said, "Steven, we really need a funnel." And I said, "Oh my gosh, you do not even have like a dedicated process on the internet that you're doing this. You're doing this literally like it's just like beating street, man. Like, I mean, they're hustlers, and that's why they're doing it." I was like, "Holy crap, this is crazy." I said, "Okay, cool. Describe to me what you're doing." And I said, "Okay, well, the first thing we do is we go out and we collect leads, right? We find people who might be interested in what we do, and then we go out and we talk to them and we tell them about what we're doing, and we have like a little bit like it's not really a script, but it's a way of saying things that we found actually makes it work really well. So then we say those things, and then we sell them the product, and sometimes they get on continuity." I was like, "That's a funnel." They're like, no, we don't have a funnel. We don't have one of those things on the internet. That's actually where we're coming to you to see if you can build it." And I was like, "We are building those things for people now, which is awesome. I used to not offer that, by the way, but I do now." Depending on the type of business you're in and such. Anyway, and they're like, no, we don't have one of those funnels. And I was like, "That's a funnel." And they said, "No, we don't." I said, "I know what you're asking me to do, but the first thing I need you to understand is that the reason why you're making so much cash is because you already have a funnel. Okay? Like, if you've sold something to anyone ever, you've had a funnel." And I said, "A funnel is not a series of pages. A funnel is an offer and a message. That's it. That's it. A funnel is an offer and a message. When I go on stage and I say a message and there's an offer, I'm the funnel. When I was a door-to-door salesman, I was the funnel. When I was a telemarketer, I was the funnel. I had the message, I had the offer." That's why, like, when it's funny when people will think online and offline are so different. "Oh, well, it's different online." Yeah, okay, like some of the mechanics for sure, right? The fact that it's showing up on your phone, on your desktop, yeah, okay, fine. But at the principle level, like when you understand really what's happening, it's no different. And it's actually a handicap. It is a mistake to think that they're different, because they're not. All right, so what I want you to understand with this, and so that's where we are, and I'm really stoked about it. I'm meeting with that client. I'm about to fly out to go meet with them and plan their funnel build, which is really cool. And then we're gonna go build it, right? But the first thing I need them to understand is that they've already had a funnel. And some people have asked, like, "What kind of funnel should I build, Steven? What kind of funnel should I build for my business?" Very valid question. But the answer, it's the funnel that you already have offline. Just put it online. Think through the steps that you take a customer in and then put them on the internet, right? So what's the first thing you go do? They're like, "We go find a lead." I'm like, "Cool. Well, how do we do that on the internet?" Right? Because it's the exact same steps. Well, the first thing we go do is we create some kind of lead gen thing, right? Or maybe we'll sell them something cheaper, or Maybe they book a call with us and they come to us as a lead. You know, maybe you see what I'm saying? Like, oh, cool. What is it? How do they do it now? If you're already in business offline, how are they doing it now? It's no different online. They're like, okay, well, what about next? Well, the next thing we go do, Stephen, is that we have like a chat with them to see like how our services could best fit for them. It's like, cool, because they're like a service. If you're like a services-based thing, people are like, I'm a service, not a product. Man, your service is the product. There's no difference. Like, anyway, that drives me nuts. Your service is a product. Anyway, so then what we go do is we figure out all the different like steps. Boom, 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 and then we just, whatever they're doing offline, we just automate it online. And instead of me doing the pitch face to face 1,000 times, I mean, I get about 8,000 opt-ins a month right now. My list grows by about 5,000 to 8,000 every month, which is great. But like, you understand how many man hours that would be if I didn't have my sales pitches up and automated? I cannot talk to 8,000 people in a month. I just can't. There's no way. But I can bend time and I can compress it and I can go further in shorter amounts of time with something like an automated sales video that is automated for each individual user, right? Like one of my webinars right now, it's pitched, I don't know, it's like 50,000 people. 50,000 people have seen it. And I think 25,000 people have opted in and 10,000 have seen it in like the last year, something like that. Just as far as we can track. It's not actually for the full life of the offer, but it's just as far as we can track. Okay, 10,000 people have gone in and they've watched that webinar. 10,000. That's why we do what we do on the funnel world. It bends time. ClickFunnels did not invent funnels, but they made a very powerful way to present a funnel, which everyone should use. Right? They're the best, right? They're the only ones that do what they do. Does that make sense? That's what a funnel is. All we're doing is we're taking the message that you currently use, the offer that you currently have, and we're trying to put it on the internet. Now, in order to turn up the sexy, we'll probably increase the value of the offer. We'll probably do things to it to make it more attractive. We'll probably change your sales message a little bit so that it actually is more fun to listen to and easier to consume as the person who's watching it. But it's still the exact same thing, right? So that's the whole point. I'm trying to help you guys understand with this. What is a funnel? It's what you've been doing all along if you've sold something to anyone ever at any time, at any point, even if it was by accident. But most people don't build their funnel with intent, which is why they suck. Okay, so let's transition now, and we're gonna cut straight over to a portion of, this is the last part of one of my favorite speeches at OfferMind. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into this so you can see what one of the first funnels on the entire earth ever was. Let's cut over there. My first big funnel success happened, I was building a funnel for water filters. I had been trying this game so much and so long. I finally was like, I keep building funnels for these brand new startups who haven't quite figured out their product or their offer or who they're selling or their message or their positioning. And then we go build a funnel and then they're like, the funnel didn't work, it's your fault. And I'm like, you don't have a business yet, you know? So I finally was like, well, what are some criteria that I could think about that would cause success the fastest? I'm talking like the easiest, all the cards in my favor lay down. So I was like, okay, I want to go for a business that sells a product that's at least $1,000, that already is in business, that has an existing customer list, and those are my criteria, those three things. And I handpicked all these people, and I started reaching out to them, and I said, I know you don't know what a funnel is, and you have no idea who I am. If I was to build a funnel and it worked, is it okay if we get paid? Is that all right if I get paid? But if not, don't worry about it, don't pay me. That was actually my pitch, and that's how I started building funnels for these guys. And what I did is I went and I did all this research, and I did the ask campaigns, and I went and created, put the funnel together, put all the research together. It took me probably 4 or 5 months. I was in the middle of school, married, kids, I was in the Army, life was busy. And I was doing it at like 2 a.m., building this funnel, putting it out there. And I go and I put it in the funnel, and we put it out there and we launch it, and what happened? Actually, it exploded. What was crazy, the first funnel, it exploded, and they're like, oh my gosh, right? I've had 3 companies say this to me now. On day 1, you put all this stuff together, and you put these campaigns together, and you go launch it, and they're like, whoa! They're like, oh my gosh, this is so much sales. And then they're like, this is so cool. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? I told you, right? And then it's validating for me because everything was failing for a while, right? Right, then day 2, they call and they're like, whoa, there's a lot of sales. Wow, there's a lot of sales still. Like, holy cow. And then day 3, they always call and they're like, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. The first time that ever happened was here. And I called and they're like, Steve, turn off the funnel. And I was like, you psycho, who wants less sales? Click. And I hung up. And I did not answer for 2 weeks. Shows you how juvenile I was. I was like, who wants less sales, right? But he called back 2 weeks later as the CEO, frustrated like crazy. Steven, turn off the funnel. And in my head, I was like, I don't even know how, but like, let me talk to him. Why would you want less sales? Right? Because I don't know how to turn off the funnel. And he goes, Steven, you're going to bankrupt us. You're selling so fast. It's sucking all the cash out of the business. I'm using that to go buy product. I can't pay my people. I was like, oh my gosh. It's happened 3 times now. How many of you guys want that problem? Right? Way better of a problem, right? It's happened 3 times now. Happened twice with Russell and once on my own before I started working for him. And this was one of them. And that was the first time in my life I ever realized that a funnel is not a business. A funnel is a revenue arm. That's it. This event is not about businesses. Okay? I want to tell you what this event is not about, right? A funnel causes revenue. The business systems fulfills on that revenue. We're not talking about business systems in this event. I hire people for that to help me with that because that's not my expertise. My expertise is in building the funnel. My expertise is in actually collecting the cash. Does that help? Yep. Okay? I'm not going to talk about business systems at all. I'm not your guy for that. Okay? So first of all, what is a funnel? Okay? And we all know that a funnel, right, is a series of pages on the internet that brings and guides somebody through the sale. Right? Wrong. That's not a funnel. Okay? That's a method. Okay? That's a method. ClickFunnels did not invent funnels. All right? A funnel is a sales message and an offer. Okay? If you have sold anything to anyone at any price ever, even by accident, you had a funnel. Okay? A sales message and an offer. The fact we put it online is a method. And it's why when some people are like, well, I don't know if funnels will work for me, I was like, have you sold something ever? You had a funnel. It just wasn't built with intent, which is why it sucked, right? But you still had a funnel. When I was a door-to-door sales guy, I was the funnel. Message, offer, Visa or debit, right? Credit or debit, right? I was the funnel. And when you look at it in that manner, it really simplifies the funnel game. This is the first funnel ever. Grunt, grunt, grunt. Okay. The first caveman to trade a piece of meat for a rock, that was the first funnel. It's a sales message and an offer. And I'm not trying to like belittle it or downplay it at all, but you need to understand, like, this is one of the biggest super secret powers of the game that I'm introducing you to here. Because funnels have existed forever. Does that help? Yeah. ClickFunnels is a method of delivering it. Very powerful one. Automates like crazy, okay? What this event is about is the engine in every funnel. It's about the message and the offer, like I said. Now, why both? It's because they actually have to be created at the same time. That's one of the biggest mistakes I used to make. That's one of the reasons why I went through so many attempts. I was like, let's build a funnel, which I thought meant a bunch of pages in a row. And then I was like, well, what should we put in the funnel? How about an offer? I was like, cool, well, I got the offer. And then I'd ask like months later, how do I sell it? Okay, you gotta create it at the same time. And that's what we're gonna walk through here in this event. Yeah, yeah? Yeah. Good stuff already? We're not even started, baby. Woo! All right.
Oh, yeah. Hey, wish you could geek out with other real funnel builders and even ask questions while I build funnels live? Oh, wish granted. Watch and learn funnel building as I document my process in my funnel strategy group. It's free. Just go to thescienceofselling.online and join now.